name is Rob, and I will be meeting with someone from the Independence Center today. I contacted this person because they helped me move out of the nursing home 3 years ago. My landlord, Natalie, is here for at least a part of this meeting. I am a 58-year-old man who is blind, and I have some mental health issues. I've had some mental health issues in the past.
Rob has been sitting in mine for the past 3 years. Overall, it's been great. However, Rob hasn't paid this month's rent, and his apartment is filthy and stinks. To top it off, tenants have been complaining to me that the other day he was caught outside urinating in front of everyone. I don't mean to be mean, but if he don't pay his rent, he gotta go.
It has become harder for me to take care of my apartment and myself lately. I know that my apartment is a mess and smells of urine. I try cleaning it, but I know that I don't do a very good job. Not being able to see the dirt and stains are what makes it hard for me to clean. I really couldn't make it inside the day that people saw me urinating outside. That was so embarrassing. I need help to pay this rent so I don't get evicted. My landlord shared that the other tenants have complained because I was caught urinating outside. I didn't know anyone saw me, and I couldn't make it inside. Believe me, I know my rent is due, and I'm really worried that I won't be able to pay it. And this could mean back to the streets or back to a nursing home, and I don't want to move.
Rob, isn't there somebody that you can get the money to pay this month's rent? I'm sorry, but if you don't pay this rent and with your recent behaviors, this is too much for me. I'm going to just have to evict you.
I've heard that I have a trust from my parents, but I really don't know anything about it. They send me printed information, but they won't send it to me in Braille, so I get frustrated and I don't even try to understand it. It's even more overwhelming because I haven't felt well for several months and I have some other medical problems. But my doctor won't see me because of my issue with Social Security, and I've lost both Medicare and Medicaid.
Gotta pay your rent, Rob. Gotta pay your rent.
Give me a chance, lady.
Alright, with that being said, my name is Laramie Cummings. I'm the program manager of Outreach. What would someone showing a great understanding of IO philosophy do after meeting Rob? Questions? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I would talk to somebody in benefits.
Talk to someone in benefits.
Ask Rob exactly what he was in need of.
Yes. Rob, what are you in need of?
I really need help with my vision because I can't see around my apartment, and I can't see when the lights are on or when the windows are open or if people are around. I don't want to be offensive, but my vision is a big problem for me these days.
Okay. So based off of that, what would an IO specialist do first?
Definitely trying to look Rob up with what he's
Yep. Yeah.
Here's a story, full story.
Alright. Rob, is there any other stuff going on?
Well, I don't have a lot of support at the apartment complex. I seem to have offended almost everyone who lives there with some of my behaviors. I wish I could contact some people who understand where I'm coming from, understand the situation I'm in.
Okay, so we've identified that his first goal is he needs help with vision, and the second one is help with his apartment. And have somebody who knows what he's going through. So who else would we have him talk to? Peer support?
Yep,
Maybe even some advocacy,
definitely. Awesome. So if you look at this is really what an IL specialist does is they do an intake, number one, hear the story, number two, because then they're going to be able to identify what needs Rob has and to help him with those goals.
Good afternoon. My name is Sarah Callender, and I'm a housing specialist here at the Independence Center. However, today I'm playing Sharon, and I just want to walk you through Sharon's life over the last couple of years. Sharon had a great life, lived with her mother. She was her caretaker. They owned their own home. Sharon got paid to be a caretaker for her mother, which was perfect. She did collect Social Security. She was on Social Security. They lived a great life. Mother got sick. Unfortunately, mother passed away. Sharon was unable to pay the rent, pay the mortgage, pay the bills, and one thing led to another. I lost the house. I couldn't live on my Social Security. $750 is not enough. I did have a car. I moved into my car, which was okay. Weather got cold. Here in Colorado, it gets cold. I was unable to keep the heat going in the car. It was unsafe. So an individual turned me onto a shelter. I went and lived in a shelter for a while, which was okay. It wasn't the best life. Found out I had diabetes. They couldn't control my diabetes. Because of my sensitivity to chemicals and the cleaning supplies that they use at the shelter. I became very hard of breathing. I couldn't breathe. They called an ambulance, moved me to the hospital. Once the hospital was able to maintain my diabetes and my sensitivity to chemicals, they said, you're on your own. There's the door, go ahead. Once again, I'm living on $750 a month. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know who to turn to. Ended up in a nursing home. I'm 50 years old. I didn't want to live in a nursing home. My life was awful. I couldn't believe 2 years ago where I was and where I am now. Living in a nursing home with elderly people. It just wasn't for me. I missed my going to church. I missed my friends. I missed everything there was about being independent. A nursing home was not fit for me. And so somebody told me about the Independence Center. So the life of a consumer here at the Independence Center, I'd like to find out what can be done.
I'm Christine Gartner, I'm the manager here at the Independence Center. And listening to Sharon's story and thinking independent living philosophy in light of the past hour that we've had, I think we're looking for exactly the same thing as well. What kind of ideas do we have that might help Sharon?
Chris, I don't think your mic.
Here we go. Yes?
No. Okay, just some ideas that we might have to work with Sharon in her situation, thinking independent living philosophy, and what we can maybe help out. Ideas? Who would Sharon be the first person to talk to? CTS, yep, Community Transition Services. So maybe somebody would go into the nursing facility and talk to Sharon and say, hey, we heard that you didn't want to be here. We want to talk about some options for moving out into the community. So that would be one. And what's great is our CTS specialists here at the Independence Center definitely have a great connection with housing and finding out exactly some things that are offered and maybe some accessible, affordable housing that might be an option when we get to that point.
I want to check in with Sharon about what would she like to see happen? What does she imagine living independently would look like?
Most definitely. We want to go through that process and really get to do an independent living plan with Sharon and what that would look like.
Especially since she lived on her own for a while and knows what it's like to be independent.
And I think just going back to a little bit, just talking about
peers and talking about people in the facility also, and where they've come from, and just some ideas to try to get that motivation back up. Any other ideas? Good thing we've got a really great CTS team who's going to walk Sharon through that process.
How we can help her regain her independence.
Sharon, I bet you have some really cool skills and things that you do really well. Are you interested in getting involved in the community again?
Absolutely. I just need to know, I need a little assistance into where am I going to find that again.
Sharon, what do you enjoy doing?
I enjoy going to church. I like to be in groups. I knit, do book reading. There's a lot of things that I'm interested in. I like to be around people.
Awesome. A good time to suggest the peer support if you haven't already.
Could you imagine working again?
Absolutely, yeah. I think I was a good caretaker for my mother. I think I could do the same thing for others.
I don't know if you've heard, but we have
Where do I get more information on that? You've got quite the list for me. I'm really excited to work with the Independence Center and get back to having my life back again.
That's the beauty of it, is that there's so many things that we can actually work and support a person with in their journey on the independence that they're hoping for.
Thank you.
You're welcome, thanks.
So just quickly,
and humorously, Dr. Seuss has sort of captured this whole philosophy of independent living. So if we look at the people who come out into our center as the people who are driving their car, the people with brains in their heads, the people with feet in their shoes to go the direction they choose. That's what independent living really is. So I hope you enjoyed our little presentation. What questions do you guys have?
Is there anything different today that's not heard before?
I think with mental health, I would be interested to see how everybody's kind of correlate with each other, like I heard CPS talk about with housing, and just kind of knowing the correlation between each department, because I know that is helpful for you guys in home health, you know, how everybody's kind of interrelated and connected, and how maybe going through April would eventually get to me, and so I think it would be nice for, maybe speaking for myself, but home health to kind of know that same process.
That is a great question, suggestion, comment. Absolutely, Amber.
Would do a really good job too explaining. I mean, I think that would be an easy task for IL.
And I had a quick question too on, when you say do intake, what is that?
so the intake is so when a consumer comes in to the front desk, and they're not a consumer yet, they do an intake packet, which has all their basic information, what kind of goals that they want to set, whether that's with housing, for support, CPS, whomever, and that's really what the intake packet is.
And a lot of times, it's not just internal referrals, but we actually have community referrals tap into the therapy.
It also allows us to track certain pieces of paperwork that we need to have in place, and certain conversations that we need to have with our teams, to help them to be informed, and to be able to make good decisions as they move forward, because they know what their options are like.
I'm hearing my story, and I know what you're saying, I really understand some of them take time to hear what brought them to the point that
Well, thanks so much for inviting us, and we'll try to figure out how we can develop our next one to be Who Does What in the Middle.